74 and has made 8 successful defences. Now, Tuesday's fight is over 12 rounds. Magri's never fought beyond 8 rounds, but then usually he doesn't need to. He's got such a good punch. He's such a stunning little puncher. Most of his fights don't go beyond 1 or 2 rounds. Here's some examples.
Trying to stay in this fight, trying to stay in the ring. They ought to strike a medal for Smith. He's over again. Oh! Well, he may go. He has.
Franco Udella. Let's join them at the start.
So the big night has come for Charlie Magri. After only 18 months as a professional and 11 pro fights, he fights for the European Flyweight Championship against this little man from Sardinia in the white shorts, Franco Udella, who's held this title since 1974. He's the longest reigning European champion, and he's successfully defended the title 8 times. He stands just a quarter of an inch over 5 feet, and he makes Magri look positively towering. Here for Charlie in the opening few seconds. Well, this is natural brilliance of Magri against the tide and tested experience of the Italian Udella. The whole point is whether Magri can set up hard-hitting attacks such as Udella hasn't felt for a long time. The little man from Italy is ring-wise, he's clever, knows his way about the rings of the world. But Magri has to surprise him with really heavy hitting for a flyweight. Good right hand over the top from Magri. Of Magri's 11 fights, 10 have ended inside the distance. Most certainly the most brilliant flyweight prospect in Britain for years. Magri with a considerable reach advantage. And 10 years advantage in age. He's 22 and Udella is 32. Udella ducking and weaving to get in and picking up punch after punch in the face. Missing with his hooks and Magri getting in with his straight punches. What a good first round that was for Magri. Well, there's a fair start to anybody's fight. Charlie Magri, only 22, just 11 fights behind him, most of them finished very quickly. Finds his big chance coming very early in his professional life because his manager Terry Lawless simply can't hold him back from the European attempt anymore.
Round 2.
Magri very eager to get on with it. Udella, of course, is the former holder of the WBC light flyweight title. It's just over 7.5 stone. He held that in 1975. He's had 3 world title fights altogether. He boxed in 2 Olympics, in Mexico and in Munich. He won a silver medal in the European Amateur Championships, Udella. And he's picked up another good right hand from Magri. This little pocket battler from Italy, from Cagliari in Sardinia, as a matter of fact, going in with both arms swinging wide and wide open to Magri's straight counters. head-to-head battle. And Magri not one bit overawed at fighting for the European Championship, with tremendous support here in the Wembley Arena. This Harry Levine promoted fight has drawn a big crowd to Wembley, and they're solidly behind Magri. He stumbled and took one on the back of the neck. What a marvellous battle this is likely to be. Magri is throwing everything into these opening minutes. And Udella misses him with hook after hook. Better when he jabs. And there's an affectionate little tap of the gloves as they part after the first 6 minutes of really extraordinary battling. And what a marvellous little character this 32-year-old Italian is. Trained as a pastry cook. Oh, my word, he's a ferocious battler.
Round 4.
These two can hardly wait to get at each other. Udella in the white shorts, the champion. Charlie Magri, who won the British flyweight title in only his third pro fight after just 6 weeks as a professional. Astonishing performance. If Magri wins this, he'll be Britain's third European champion. The others, Alan Minter and Dave Boy Green. Really trying to soften up this Italian with body punches. Magri can't keep in there. Udella cleverly gets off the ropes. Finds comparative safety out in the middle of the ring. 4th round. Action all the way. Certainly giving Udella a pasting in the ribs. Udella tries to claim his man inside and try and stop the onslaught, but he can't do it. Magri wants him. Keeps finding those punches underneath, but that one slipped low, a left. And Rudolf Drust of Germany cautions him about that. Well, this man can take good punches because there are an awful lot of people in the world, I suspect, who would fold up underneath the sort of body attack that Magri put together in that 4th round.
Second out. Round 5.
Udella hasn't lost a fight since July 1976, when he was knocked out in the 3rd round of a WBC light flyweight championship fight against Luis Estaba of Venezuela. Tremendous exhibition of determined, aggressive fighting from Magri. Good controlled hooking. The way he's belted Udella's ribs. You couldn't pay me to have Udella's ribs tomorrow morning. Extraordinary little bundle of energy. Udella is weaving, ducking, dodging. Not easy to find, but Magri's found him a lot. And it's noticeable that at the bell to end every round, it's Magri who's piling him in, finishing each round on top of his man. Magri has made a marvellous start against this little man, Udella. And if the referee and 2 judges agree with me, then Udella is going to have to work very hard indeed to keep this title, because he must be dropping behind.
Second out. Round 6.
The pair of them always out, facing each other long before the bell goes. It's looking like Udella's best round. Magri's eased off considerably, hasn't found the target very often, and Udella's working hard. Magri comes back for the first time in this round. 2 good punches. Once again, Magri sensing that the 3 minutes is coming up, putting in a big finish. And Udella cheekily drops his gloves and looks out over the top of him at Magri and dares him to hit him. Well, you can't fault the fight on action. It's been non-stop since the first bell. That wasn't quite such a good round for Magri as he's been having. It's the first time he hasn't really wound it up decisively.
Second out. Round 8.
Don't know why they touched gloves. It's not the start of the last round. Becoming a hard, close-in battle now. Close quarter more. Leaning on each other's shoulders, trying to find the openings. It's interesting that although Magri's got the reach on him, he's never really been able to conduct a long-range campaign against him. It's been mostly fought at close quarters, and that's because Udella makes it that way. Helps to nullify the effect of Magri's punches, of course. Head down, pulling into his man again, Udella. Ferocious little man. Magri cashes in with a good punch. I think he may have really hurt him for the first time. Left hook, that was. If he was hurt, then Udella's recovered. big grin on his face, Udella, as he goes back to the corner. And a raise of the eyebrows to the corner. Hard battle. Magri knows he's been in a fight. And there's plenty more to come yet. It's not won by a long way.
Second out. Round 10.
So we're reaching the climactic stages of this European Flyweight Championship. The holder, Franco Udella, in the white shorts. And this young and fairly inexperienced challenger from Stepney, London, Charlie Magri, in his 12th pro fight. Udella in his 43rd. Fascinating battle all the way. Magri making all the early running, scoring well to the body. Never at any time really hurting this little champion. And now the fight has developed into a close, hard-fought scrap. The points not easily picked up, and quite honestly, not easily judged. Magri gets the message, gets the attacks going. Round 10. Udella hitting on the back of the neck. Udella holding. Swarming battle. Magri trying every conceivable combination of punch to get at this man. Good finish to the round by Magri. Just what he needed. Good finish. Must have won the round. And so Magri takes a vital round there when he most needed it, coming strongly at the finish. And that's what he needs to do now, to impress himself on Herr Drust of Germany, the referee, and the judges who come from Switzerland and Belgium.
Second out. Round 11.
Two rounds left, and the destiny of this European Flyweight Championship still undecided. Magri seeking to bring this European Flyweight title to Britain for the first time for just under a quarter of a century. And still the pace unrelenting. Dropping of the arms by Udella. First sign of tiredness. Magri now 3 rounds beyond anything he's fought before and still going strongly. Superbly fit. Trained harder for this fight than for any other. Been this distance, of course, many, many times in the gym, but never competitively. Chasing, hustling all the time, Magri. Doing the right things as this fight draws to an end. One more round after this. 3 minutes to go. Udella takes a big breath in that little barrel chest of his. I've got Magri now. Quite a few rounds ahead. He made all the early running. Hasn't impressed himself quite so hard on the middle rounds, but it's coming well at the finish. I make Magri well out in front. Depends what referee and judges make it, but it could be that Charlie Magri, in his 12th professional fight, is heading for the European title.
Check it out. 12th and last round.
A hard fight and a sporting fight all the way through. Two men who respect each other. And Magri will have a lot of respect for this little man because he's hit him with some of his best punches. He really pasted him around the ribs early on, and Udella took it all without flinching, and he's still bouncing about. The pace quickens as we come towards the end. And the crowd begin to sing for Charlie. Untidy finish. Magri still sensibly keeping his gloves held up high. Udella still grinning all over his face. The smiling man from Sardinia. The crowd don't like the way Udella is wrestling. Half a minute left. And it'll go to the referee and judges now. There it is. 12 rounds for the European title. Magri has been conceded a win by Udella, who claps him and proclaims him the winner. I make him a winner, but we must have now the inevitable wait while the referee and judges' scores are collected and inspected and announced. And the winner is announced. Charlie Magri has won the European Flyweight Championship in only his 12th professional fight and after 18 months as a pro. And at last, the somber mask drops and Magri reflects the joy. One of the more romantic stories of the prize ring in modern times. A little man who came out of the amateurs with a brilliant record and has fulfilled all the promise in his professional career so far. 12 fights, 12 wins, British champion and European champion.
There was a lot of confusion over the scoring at the end of that fight. At first it was announced that the judges had voted unanimously for Magri, but that wasn't so. Now here are the scorecards. Referee Rudolf Drust of West Germany had Magri the winner by 4 points. Judge De Weert of Belgium, Magri by 5 points. But Judge Marty of Switzerland made Udella win by 1 point, an opinion not shared by anybody else that I could find.